we've been talking in the book of Revelation about all of these terrible things, right? That actually are descriptions of what are happening right now. The reality is, though, that the book of Revelation is a book of hope. The book of Revelation is a book about triumph, a book about how Jesus works through his church to overcome the false prophets and the beasts, to get people the message, and how his disciples are willing to suffer to get people that message. But it's ultimately a book about what we get. It's ultimately a book about where we go. Ultimately, it's a book about heaven. And so what I want you to think about is there are these little things that make you happy, right? There are these little things in life that bring you joy. And whenever I talk to high schoolers, they're always like, I don't know if I want to go to heaven. It sounds like it sucks, right? Like you're going to sit around and you're going to sing all the time. And, I'm not a big singer, but I love music. And people have this idea that heaven is sitting around the throne room of God worshiping. And that's not exactly the case. Revelation 4 and 5, if you remember, was to show the exaltation of Jesus and everyone worshiping Jesus. But that's not all that Jesus did, and that's not all that we're going to do. As C.S. Lewis says, that heaven is going to fit you like a glove. Well, you have, as C.S. Lewis calls, the secret signature of your soul, the unappeasable want that drives you in life. And then what heaven is, the promise for those who are victorious, the promise to those who stand firm, the promise to those who stand up to the false prophets, to those who are willing to stand up to the systems and the people, the beasts that are detracting from the message of Jesus. The promise is these little pieces of your soul that bring you joy and happiness. That's waiting for you in heaven in full. You leave behind all of your cares. You leave behind all of the pain, all of the sorrow, and you experience completely full joy. And that's what heaven is. And so I want you to end this study looking at this description in Revelation's, the last 2 chapters, and to realize this is your reward to those who are victorious. And you're going to be victorious. I know you're going to be victorious to the end. To those who have experienced the grace of Jesus and who stand up to the false prophets, this is going to be our reward. So as you look at these 2 chapters, I want you to read in between the lines, what would heaven look like if it was perfectly designed for you? That's what this study has been all about from the very beginning. That the ultimate reward for those who stand firm is, for me, heaven is going to look an awful lot like these rocks. No cats. Cats are difficult. My golden retriever. Hiking, exploration, learning, growing, connecting. That's heaven for me. What's heaven for you?